Okay, so we go a reverse percentage question here. In here, well, it says the price is reduced by 40%. So remember, you start at 100% and reduce means take away 40, that's 60%, which is as a decimal, you divide it by 100, 0.60. This is your sale price and you want the normal price. In order to do the normal price is 660. It's not times, it's divided by 0.60. Okay, so the original price or the normal price is £1,100. Okay, next one, expanding triple brackets. So we will expand these two brackets first, here. 3x squared plus 6x minus 1x minus 2, that will give you 3x squared plus 6x minus x is plus 5x minus 2. Then we expand it with that 3x plus 1. If you multiply with the 3x squared here and here, that will give you 9x cubed plus 3x squared. If you multiply by the 5x here and here, which is 15x squared, again that will give you 5x. Then the other one is from minus 2, remember, here to here, which is minus 6x minus 2, which will give you 9x cubed plus 18x squared minus x minus 2, and that's your answer. Next one. Okay, inverse proportion. So they said it would take 30 hours to do 4 machines. So 30 hours, and that will give you 4 machines, 4m. How many machines are needed to go to make the plate in 6 hours? So you want to go to 6 hours, right? From 30 to go to 6, you're dividing by 5. So in here, the machines, you don't divide by 5 because it's inverse proportion. Remember, it's an inverse because as one increases, the other one decreases. You don't divide by 5, you times by 5. So that will give you 20 machines. Okay, and that's the answer. How many machines are needed? 20 machines. And remember, you would need an assumption. That will be all the machines works at the same rate. And that would be the assumption. They don't ask you on this part, but sometimes they do. Machines working at the same rate. Okay. Next one, solving simultaneous equations. Easy. So we will times here by, well, times it by 4. Sorry. Times it by the x. Okay, we'll make the x the same. Okay, so times here by 5 then. And times here by 2. That will give you what? 10x plus 30y equals 5. That will give you 10x minus 8y equals 62. And you're going to take away, always remember, take away. That cancels. So 30y minus 8y is 38y equals 5. Take away 62, which will give you what? 57 minus 57. No? Then y is just what? Minus 57 divided by 38, which will be minus 1.5. Y equals minus 1.5, so that's one of the answer. The other one, chuck it in one of your formula here. Say 2 bracket 2x plus 6y. 6 times y is minus 1.5 equals to 1. 6 times minus 1.5 is minus 9. How to cancel minus 9? Add 9, cancel. 2x is 1 at 9 is 10. X is 5. 10 divided by 2 is 5. So because that's your second answer. For arithmetic sequence, work out the nth term on the sequence here. Arithmetic is easy. Here to here. Oh, what's happening? Minus 7. It's minus 7. So how many n? Minus 7n. What is the previous term it should have been? So it's not minus 7 anymore. It will be at 7. 38 at 7 is 45. So minus 7n at 45. On this one, if you look at it, there are 3 consecutive arithmetic sequence. Okay. Remember, when you're doing arithmetic sequence, if you want to find the x, the second term take away the first term is the same thing as the third term take away the second term. So x at 2 take away, I'm just going to put a bracket in there, so x minus 4 should be the same thing as the third term, which is 3x plus 1, take away the second term, x plus 2. The reason why I put it in a bracket, so you have to be very careful with the negative. So for example, this will give you what? X plus 2 minus x, and it will be a plus 4 equals, what do we have? 3x plus 1 minus x minus 2. That will give you, that cancel, so 6 equals to 2x. 1 minus 2 is minus 1. 2x is, add 1 on here, 7. X is 7 over 2. Okay, which is basically 3.5. Okay, you can write down that. Okay, that's the x. Moving on. Quadratic sequences, simple enough. Number here to here, what's that? 6. Here to here is 9. Here to here, what's that? 14. Here to here is, that's not 9, that's 10. Here to here is 4. Here to here is 4. And we are looking at this number, and that number. So 4, so that's basically what? 2a equals 4. That gives you a is 2. 3a plus b equals what number? The middle one, which is 6. So 3 times a is 2 plus b equals 6. 3 times 2 is 6. Take 6 out, take 6 out. Cancel. B is 0. Last formula. A plus b plus c equals what number? Minus 1. A is 2. B is plus 0. Plus c equals minus 1. 2 at 0 is 2. Take away 2, take away 2 to cancel. C is minus 3. So the formula is an squared, which is 2n squared plus bn, so 0n goes away, minus 3. Okay, the generalized formula is an squared plus bn plus c. That's the generalized formula, yeah? And this is the answer. Next one. So we got a capture recapture question here. So is tag over population? It says they caught 50 of them and then they marked it. Well, okay, so marked it with a die. So tagged basically. 50 out of the whole population. They will want you to work out the population anyways, always, which is this one, equals to, and the next time they catch it, out of 40, 8 of them were tagged with the die basically. So 8 out of 40, and always remember this number is a smaller number comparatively to this number. Okay, the top number is small always, yeah? So it's tag over population. Cross multiply it, that will give you 5 times 4 is 20, stick 2 zeros, equals 8p. P will give you 2000 divided by 8. That give you what? 250. Okay, then write down any assumption. The assumption would be no die, because they done it, the die. If it was tagged, no tag fell off. If it, because it's a die, you just write no die was erased. You could say that, or you could say no, what was it? What animal was it? Bees. Okay, no bees were born or died. Okay, literally all the bees states, number of bees stayed same. Right, counting strategies basically. 9 starters, 15. Okay, so you want to see how many starter dish. Okay, how many starter do you have? 9 times main. How many main? We can have 15. Or means plus. We can have a main and dessert. Main is 15. Dessert is 8. Or means plus again. You can have a starter 9. You can have a main 15. Oh, sorry, and a dessert. A dessert is 8. Put that through a calculator. 1, 3, 3, 5. That's what it will give you. You're going to choose a boy and a girl. What is the number of choosing a boy and a girl? So how many girls and how many boys? Girls are 24 times about boys is 12, which will give you what? 24 times 12, 288. Okay. Okay, simple trigonometry. You always want to work out, well, let's see what they want. They ask you for A to B length, which is this length. But before you work out that length, you would always work out the common length, which is the AC. Okay, so always try to work that out. This is hypotenuse. That's opposite. We will call that AC length. and that's adjacent. O and A is tan. Tan 45 equals to O over A. O is AC over A is 8. Just multiply it. AC is 8 tan 45. AC, which will give you 8 because tan 45 is 1. So that we will just say it's 8. This is hypotenuse, and that's what you want. Remember, AB is what you want. Question mark. And that's opposite, and this is adjacent. O and H is what you have, so that's sine. Sine 20 equals O over H. O is 8 over H is AB. Switch them around. AB equals 8 over sine 20, which will give you answer to 3 significant figure. Don't do 3 decimal place, it's a different. 23 point, it says 39, so you look at the 4th significant figure, which is a 9, round it up, 23.4. Okay, next one. Enlarge by a negative scale factor. Okay, so first let's see the center. The center is 0 comma minus 2. 0 comma minus 2 is here. Let me mark it with another color. There you go. And I'm going to write center. Okay, so you want to go from your center, always start from the center, to, let's say you want to go to this point. So how many right? 1, 2, so that's 2 right, that means 2. And then how many up is it? So that's 2 right, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 up. 2 and 4. Times it by a scale factor of minus a half. If you do that, 2 times minus a half is minus 1, minus 2. That means 1 left. From the center you go 1 left and then 2 down. 1, 2 here. Okay, now how to go to that point? So you go 2 right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 up. 2 right, 6 up. Times it by a scale factor of minus a half. I give you minus 1, and then 6 times minus half, minus 3. So 1 left, 3 down, 1 left, and you go 3 down, which will be here from the center, right? Last point would be that one. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 up. So you go 6 right, and then okay, 6 right, and then how much was that up? 6 right and 5 up, I think. 5. Then you times it by minus a half, which will give you minus 3 and minus 2.5. Okay, so minus 3 means 3 left, and then 2.5. 1, 2, 2.5 is here. I can normally check whether the drawing is correct, because if I draw a line through from the identical points here and here, I should get the center point straight. The center point is here. It's perfect. This is just me checking, and you don't have to do it. Okay, that's good enough. Look, it's all the points are crossing at the center, so it's okay. And label it what? Nah, you don't need to label it. Okay, angles in a regular polygon, very simple. This is an octagon, so 8 minus 2 times it by 180. 8 is the octagon is 8 sides anyways, divided by 8, which will give you 135, I think. Yeah, so that angle is 135. This is a hexagon, so hexagon is 6-sided. 6 take away 2 times it by 180. You always know the formula, n minus 2 times 180 anyways, divided by 6, which will give you 120. So you can work out the x, that's simple. 360 minus the 135, because around a point, angle around a point is 360 anyways. 135 minus 120. That should give you x is 105. X is equal to 105. Now, easy. They want a number of sides on the shape here. The only way to do number of sides is always to do 360 divided by exterior angle. Well, they're not going to give you an exterior angle. They won't make it that easy. Interior is 162. Exterior, remember, interior plus exterior is 180 always. Remember, always interior plus your exterior is 180. So if interior is 162, exterior must be 180 minus the 162. That gives you 18. Yes, exterior. So number of sides is 360 divided by exterior was 18, which will give you 20 sides. The area of the trapezium is 66. The length of AB to CD is 2:3. So we will call it, you know what, this is, let's call that part AB, this towards that CD. So instead of 2:3, we will call it 2x and 3x is better. So AB is 2x and CD is 3x. Now you want the, you could do the area, but the problem is you need the height. There you go, cut it like that, make it 90 degree. This is your height, h. Actually, you know what, let's call it, give me a different letter, y. Okay, this is hypotenuse, that's opposite, and this is adjacent. So you got O and h, which is sine. Sine what angle? 30 equals O over h. O is y over h is 6. We multiply it, y equals 6 sine 30. You should know sine 30 is a half. Okay, so basically, even if you put on a calculator, we'll say it's 3. So the y is here, is 3 centimeter. So the area of trapezium, okay, what's the formula for area of trapezium? You add the parallel sides, 2x, add the parallel side is 3x, times it by the height. The height was, this one is your height here, times it by 3, divided by 2. Okay, that's how to do area of a trapezium, isn't it? You add the parallel sides, times it by the height, divided by 2. That should give you 66. Now, if we try solving this, so that is 5x. Here to here it's 15x, and you're dividing by 2, so you multiply it. 66 times 2, that's 132, is it? 132. Okay, then if it's 132, what do we do? X is what? 132 divided by 15. No. 8.8. X is 8.8. But we might think that's what they want. No, that's not what they want. They want AB. What is AB? AB is 2x, which is 2 times 8.8, which is 17.6 centimeters. Okay, they might not always need the x. Always read. Next one. Simple enough. Let x equals what? 0.3. 4 and 5 is recurring. 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5. You times it by 10, so that's 10x, and that will move that single decimal point. So it's 3.45, 45, 45. Then you times it by, in order to move that decimals out, times it by 100. 10x times 100 is 1000x. You move 2 decimal places, 345.4545. You can subtract those last two. The 0.45 goes. 1000x take away 10x is 90x. Sorry, 990x equals to 345 take away 3 is 342. X is 342 divided by 990. You should simplify it. If you divide it by 3, that's 1, 1, and 4. Divided by 3, 3, 3, 0. If you divide it by 3 again, that's 3, 8, 1, 1, 0. If you divide it by 2, 1, 9, and 55. Okay, there you go. It's been shown. Next one. Write down to 247,000 as a standard form. That's fine. We can do what? Number must be between 1 and 10, which is 2.47 times 10 to the power. If I put a decimal here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 to the power positive 5. If you want to write that down, 6.5 times 10 to the minus 4 means you move left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Decimals here. Gap here, 0, 0, 0. That's a 0 from the front. So 0.0006. Okay, next one. Because you're multiplying 3 times 8, well, that's just 24 times 10 to the power. Because you're multiplying, the powers, remember, will add. Minus 7 add minus 6 is minus 13. The decimal point is here, so you move it one place back here. So that means 2.4, because remember, you can't write 24. It needs to be between 1 and 10 anyways. 2.4 times 10 to the power, because you're moving to the left by 1, okay, you're moving to the left by 1, you would what, add 1, or you would take away 1. If I move to the right by 1, you will keep taking away 1 all the time, easier. Okay, in this case, this is already what, sorry, this is already, you're moving to the left. Okay, just imagine when you move to the left, just take away on that side. When you move to the right, just add. You're technically moving left, so take away 1. Is it? No, you already have the number, sorry. Because you're moving to the right, on that case, add 1. Left, take out 1 on that. So you would just add 1 on it. So which is not 24, so that's 2.4 times 10 to the power minus 12. Okay. Next one. Which is the smallest number? Okay, we will put the numbers down on this. So 582, and then 10 to the power 3 means 3 zeros behind it. You move the decimal places 2 to the left, 1, 2, 0, 0.0582, 0.00582. You move the decimal place 3 places, 1, 2, 3, sorry, not 3, 5, 3, 4, 5. So there's 2 gaps, so 2 zeros, so 582, and then 2 zeros. Which is the smallest one? That one, 0.00582, that one. Then that one, which is 5.82 times 10 to the minus 2. After that, it's 0.582 times 10 to the 5. Then it's 582 times 10 to the 3. Alright, starting with the smallest first. Next one. You want to estimate. Whenever you estimate, always remember, well, as a rule of thumb, we do one significant figure. For example, 58.7. Some people might think, oh, you know what, you might say round it to the nearest whole number, so it technically becomes 59. But then it's a bit harder to square that 59. So you're better off doing one significant figure most of the time. So 58.7, one significant figure, you look at the 8, round it up, 60 squared over. Okay, you might say, oh, then if it's one significant figure, you look at the 6, round it up, so it's not 1000 something, it's 2000. No, in this case you won't, because 2000 you don't know the square root of it. So you will do it for two significant figure, because if you look at this and round it down, so it's 1600, and you do know the square root of 1600 is like square root of 16, which is 4. So square root of 1600 is 40. 60 squared, well, you know, 60 times 60, it would be non-calculated anyways, 36, and then stick 2 zeros behind it. Square root of 1600 is just 40, 0 0 cancel. 36 divided by 4 is 9, and then stick a 0. 90 is your answer. Is it an overestimate or underestimate? Always look at the top number, never the bottom number. It's a overestimate. Why? Because the 58.7 is rounded up. Okay. To what? Not 60 basically then. Right, when you multiply, you add the powers. M to the power 3 at 4 is 7. This one, 5 to the power 3. Then n technically is 1, so you multiply it here. You know, bracket, you multiply with the powers. N to the power 1 times 3 is 3. P to the power 3 times 3 is 9. But you can't leave the answer like that. 5 to the power 3, you should write 125 n cubed p to the 9. You're dividing, so 32 divided by 4 is 8. Q to the power 9, take away the power. 9 take away 3 is 6. R4 and 1 here. 4 take away 1 is R3. Okay, R to the power of 3. Next one. Solving inequalities is simple. So you're not getting rid of the minus 4 or anything. First, you get rid of the number. Plus 3, remember? The number in front of it. Sorry, the sign in front of it is plus. Anyways, take away 3 to cancel. So you end up with minus 4x, whatever that sign is. Well, less than or equal to. 11 take away 3 is 8. X is 8 divided by minus 4 is actually minus 2, because remember, you already have a negative on the coefficient of x. When you divide by a negative number, the sign switches. It's not less than or equal to now, it's greater than or equal to. And that's the answer. Next one. What are the mistake in here? Oh, she's supposed to. She did not circle. You're supposed to circle what number? -3. Didn't circle -3. And the 4 should have been what? Because it has an equal sign, should have been shaded. The 4 should be shaded. They want the greatest integer. Integer means whole number. Okay, got this. So we will solve it. So -7 means add 7 both sides, right? You can do it in your head. 5y less than what? Add 7 on that, 23. Y less than, the sign stays the same. Anyways, keeps doing the same sign. 23 divided by 5. Oh, that's 4.6. Now, so you have to have numbers less than 4.6. In terms of numbers, it will go 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, -1, -2. It keeps going on. And what is the largest possible number? Y, yes, integer, 4. That's the answer. Okay, next one. Making the subject of a formula, simple. You expand it, 15t minus 30v. You multiply, cross multiply. There's nothing to cross multiply on that side, just here and here, because normally we think we have to do this, but there's nothing here anyway, so it's no point. VW equals 15t minus 30v. I think you want to make the v the subject anyways, right? Make v the subject, yeah. So we'll keep the VW on this side. Minus 30v will be plus 30v equals to keep the 15t on the other side. Common letter is v. W plus 30 equals, what is it? 15t. W plus 30 just divided. W plus 30, and that's your answer. Okay. Next. There is a square root on here, so you take it out and then put it on the other side, which is squared. P squared equals W at 4 over W minus 2. Just multiply it. WP squared minus 2P squared equals W plus 4. You want to make the W the subject, okay? So WP squared can stay here. The 1W can come here, minus W equals 4 can stay there. Minus 2P squared goes to the other side, plus 2P squared. You take the W common, what do you get? 1 minus, sorry. If you take W common, you get P squared, take away 1 equals 4 plus 2P squared divided by that, isn't it? So P squared minus 1, and that's the answer. Cumulative frequency, simple enough. Have you noticed how they write the cumulative frequency? Look, they will write always whatever number they start, that's what they write on the top number. Okay, always know that. Now, these are the ones that you're going to use. They're always the upper bound, like upper value, basically. Frequencies, so I can write the cumulative frequency here. Was that 8? Was that 25, 50, 90, 112, 120. So let's copy that down. 8, 25, 50, 90, 112, 120. Good, so we'll start with that 10 and then 8, 10, and when we need 8, so on the y value, the cumulative frequency goes up in 2, so 10 and 8, there you go. Then it's 25, 50, 90, 25, which is in the middle, 50, and then 90, 80, 90. Then, because I know it goes up in 10 on the other side, 50. 112 and then 120. 112 and then 120. Single line, okay, a curve, a single line, don't join the fronts, okay. Work out an estimate for the median. Okay, so they would like to know what's a median. Median, what's the formula of median? Half n. N is the total number of data that is available, which is 120. Half 120, which is 60th value. 60th value is here. My answer is about roughly 32-ish. So I said 32. Anything between 31 to 33 is good enough. Okay, 31, 32, 33 is good enough. Let's say they ask you no, that's okay. 11 pigs, draw a box plot on this. Okay, so you want the minimum number. So minimum number is 48. 48 is here. There you go. Maximum number is 91. 91 is here. Then you want lower quartile. What is lower quartile? Is 1/4 of total number of data. That's not 11 because you can't do 11. It's an odd number. So you add 1 to it. So total quarter of n. So it's not 11. It's 11 add 1, which is 12. Which will be quarter of 12, which will give you the third value. 1, 2, 3. 59. 59 is here. Then we can do the median, which is a half of n. Well, 11 add 1 is 12, which is 6th value. That's 3, 4, 5. Sorry, 3, 4, 5, 6th value. 69, which is here. Then upper quartile UQ is 3/4 of n. N is 12 in this case, which gives you 9th value. 6, 7, 8, 9, 80. And your box plot should look more or less like that. Simple enough. Okay, next one. Okay, so you have the minimum, okay, which is 12, but these actually goes up every 2 boxes 1. Okay, 12. So 10 is here, 11, 12 is here. Maximum is 29. I can do that. That's 30, so 29 is here. 2 boxes before that. Median is 18. I can do that. 15, 16, 17, 18. No, thank you. A little bit nicer. There you go. Upper quartile is 23, 21, 22, 23. Okay. I need lower quartile. So in order to do the lower quartile, remember interquartile range is your upper quartile take away lower quartile, right? In order to do the lower quartile, would it make sense to add it, the interquartile range, or take away? It would make sense to take away, isn't it? 23, take away the 8. Lower quartile is 15. And that's what it should look like. Okay, so compare the distribution. So this is about who took more time to complete the puzzle. So this is for boys, I'm gonna guess. Is it boys? And this is girls. Okay, so in average, remember the wording, who took more time? Boys took more time to complete puzzles because higher median. So what is the higher median in that case? That they had, boys had 16 versus the girls was 15 and then 14, I think. Okay, so then who had, remember the interquartile range here? I know that one. What is the interquartile range here? They had done it here. 8. And what's the interquartile range? I need to know. 16, 17. This is upper quartile is 17. This is 11. 17 take away 11. Upper quartile take away lower quartile, which is 6. So whoever has a smaller interquartile range, that's what you want to remember. So in average, girls took a more consistent time to complete puzzle because smaller interquartile range. And what's the small interquartile range? Is 6 versus what's the other one? 8. So and 6 was a small one. Okay, make sure you write it clearly.